Is it too late now to say cool Cole?
Cool Cole.
Because I'm missing more than just your cool Cole.
Cool holes is what I thought you were going to go with.
We're going to end that there.
Oh.
You're right.
Yeah, I'm not too bad. I like that song. Justin Bieber, he became...
Is that Biebs?
Yeah. It's the one where Justin Bieber goes... I've seen the behind the scenes. That's not actually like a computerized trumpet making that noise. That's Justin Bieber.
That's J Biebs. They just whacked a filter on J Biebs.
J Beezer, did you just call him? That's a great name for him.
J Biebs. Did you ever get like just sort of a song stuck in your head to a fault?
Yes.
Where the only thing that you're thinking of, for me, for some reason this morning, I think I was working out this morning. It must have come on my workout playlist.
All right.
Because I've just been, well, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm working out this morning.
You're looking pretty good, mate. You're looking pretty good for it.
You know, just...
Yeah, I see it. Bit of that.
What do you think?
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
I think you would be great. One of those guys who has just got no neck. Your traps become your neck?
Traps.
I think you'd be good with trap neck.
Hang on. Can you do a little...
There it is.
No, let's go back to that. This is the pose.
This is what happened to Justin Bieber, isn't it? This is the way he's gone.
Is it too late now?
For me to walk.
For me to walk, Christ, fucking hell it is. Yeah, I had that in my head, I think, all morning. And I was walking around on my dog walk. And I don't know a lot of the words to it. I think that's the issue. I was walking around going, is it too late now to say sorry? You need to do it.
You do. But I know what you mean about not knowing the words as well. Because there are songs that are in my head that I have got no idea of how it actually goes, but the words in my head just become they're sort of muffled. They're almost there. You know the thing of like when you think of an apple, what form of apple do you see? Is it nothing? Is it like a wisp of an apple?
Yeah, the imagination test.
A fully coloured, beautiful one. I sort of get that with singing along to songs in my head, but good God, do they linger in there?
Do you want me to really show off?
Give it to us.
Because you cannot fathom how good my imagination is.
Are you going to show us? Okay. Let's see you imagine something.
I'm imagining an apple right now.
God, he's good. I can see. Oh my God, it's full. I can taste it. It's alcoholic. It's cider. I'm drunk now. I've
got you a pint of cider.
It's turned to poison.
Yes.
You've killed me with your brain.
Turned your blood to cider. Yeah. No, I think. So can you imagine the apple in your head? Like in my head, the apple is red, and now it's green, and now it's purple, and I can see the pores on it, and I can cut it in half, and I can put it back together. I can see stitches in the apple.
Why are there stitches in your apple?
I don't know. It's like sew the apple back together.
Why are you sewing it back together? Why not just have it back together?
Now it's gluey.
Great that you got a gluey apple in your brain.
Fine, it's got a nail in it, and the nail's holding it together.
Just put it back together in your brain. Why are you gluing it and nailing it?
Well, there has to be some limits, surely.
Oh, I see. That is the limit, that you can't take apart an apple and have it return to its full... Can you?
But now it's just moulded into a man with an apple for a head.
Interesting. Have it return to its full apple form?
Yep, it's back.
There you go. Lovely.
So, where are you at on the apple test?
I'd say I'm sort of halfway between. There's sort of abstract shapes that occur. I have a concept of a red or a green thing, but like I don't see it in front of me like it's sort of projected in any way, and I don't.
I think that's a misconception though. I don't see it as if it's been projected in front of me. I don't literally see an apple.
Some people do,
but I can see an apple, if that kind of makes sense.
Some people with what's it called? Something. I can't remember. There's the thing where you can see stuff and you taste words and you can.
Aphantasia?
That's something like that. So people who are like great mathematicians. I saw a documentary about someone years and years ago on Horizon on BBC Two. Remember that show?
I do.
It was someone who had that, and he was really good at maths. And what he literally saw 1 to 100 in front of him. And then, maybe it was 1 to 10, 10 to 11, all the way to 100 in like cubes.
Wait, he repeated 10. So he had 1 to 10, then he had 10 to 11, did you say? So he had one row that was 1 to 10. The next row, 2 numbers, and one of them has been repeated. And then the next row was then like 12 to 12.5.
No, the next one was 12 to 12.5 billion. It was a really teeny tiny squares.
What's his scale?
This guy knew how to use it. Look, he uses his own scale, okay? But yeah, no, he said he literally saw it. And the documentary was going around interviewing these people saying, what is it that you see? And he was like, I see this to here. And then in the background, I see it all the way up to infinity. So if you ask him what is 458,000 plus
he goes searching for
this,
it.
he'd go, 3.2 million.
So I feel like I used to be to that level. Well, I think I said it before where like, no, don't give me that because I used to be able
For
to.
audio listeners, I just silently tutted in disgust at Stumpy saying that he used to be at the level that he was able to see into infinity in order to do quick-fire mathematics to the extent of being on a BBC Two documentary in 2004.
I was just too young for it because I was but 9 years old. All right, so I remember at university.
You were 9.
There it is. All the numbers are 9. 9.
Sea of nines.
No, I used to be able to. I used to write down at university different bits of information on different coloured cards with different coloured pens. And if I forgot what the information was, I'd be like, oh, I know it was on red text on a purple bit of card. So I'd then picture that card and I read it in my brain. I'd be like, oh, that's what it was.
I've heard about that.
And I'd then be able to read it from inside my head.
That is, as far as I know, chunking. Do you know what chunking is?
I've been trying to lose weight.
Do you know what it is?
That's why you separate information into blocks and you can then recall the block of information as opposed to everything.
That is exactly it, yeah. So if I asked you to remember 5 random letters in a week, that might be difficult.
Farts.
Where if the letters were F-A-R-T-S, you wouldn't remember them as individual letters. You'd remember them as one thing, as one word, as traps.
Starve. Starve and traps.
But yeah, that's called chunking, and that is how people remember things. So people remember like pi to 2,000 digits because I heard someone say like, he got to like the 85th number of pi and he was like, oh, this one's my favourite because it's 8642 and Liverpool won some tournament in the year 86 and the 4th month of the second day. So that's how I remember that bit. And the next one is the year that I first, lost my virginity in 1926 or whatever. And you just one thing at a time.
Who is this man? You remember? So he lost his virginity in 1926. Again, he has to look on the numbers wall.
That's back
and
there.
be like, what year's soggier than the others? That was right. 1926.
Yeah,
and then what year's got
year.
a football for both of the 8s, and it's 80, 86. God, what a guy.
Yeah, well, I mean, it seems to be working for him. And that is how chess grandmasters, people think that chess grandmasters are on average more intelligent than anybody else, right? And they've got amazing memories and they can just do things with their brain that nobody else can. But they have done studies on chess grandmasters where first thing they asked them, they showed them a chessboard from a match.
Right.
You know, have you ever seen where Magnus Carlsen, they show him a chessboard, he goes, oh yes, of course.
Oh yeah, he knows what it is, and like remembers one from like Game of Thrones or something. Like
it's the Harry
stuff
Potter
like
one.
that.
He goes, is that the Harry Potter?
Yeah.
And he go, yes, how do you know that, right? And you think, wow, that's incredible. But so with these grandmasters in this study, they showed them a chessboard that was like a real position, or at least an achievable position, realistically to their high-level chess brain, and they remembered it straight away, and their scores were way higher than average, right? But then after that, they showed nonsense chessboards that were in positions that no high-level chess match would ever, your rook's up here and up here. No proper chess player would ever do that. And their memory for it was about the same as the normal person. Because they couldn't chunk it. They couldn't chunk it into, they've played the London Opening. So that's one aspect.
Enough,
So obviously these 5 pawns are over here because they played this opening. And obviously that means you connect your
because
rooks.
they did that 8 turns ago. Yeah.
So basically, once it came to actually remembering things on an individual level, they weren't any better.
Well, everybody, welcome to Officially
Unofficially,
the best podcast on the internet. And it has been, Cole, quite a journey so far. We've already had somebody live and die across our podcast.
who? What, the man?
Probably lots of like infants, but
What are you on about? Wait, what do you mean? I'm lost. What do you mean by this? As in,
I would
do you
like
think
everybody
babies
to
are
pour
dead?
one out for a real one. Lots of babies are dead.
Jeez, now I'm sad. I didn't know that.
Right, I want you. Can you pour one out for a real one? For a real 2, in fact, because 2 are dead. Hashtag Holly and hashtag Harvey.
Oh, I'm not gonna. Can I unpour? I'm fucking poor. I've got wet hands for
you cannot
nothing.
unmourn hashtag Holly and hashtag Harvey, our favourite AI footballers. They have been apparently, allegedly, actually sold.
Yeah, so this is a couple of weeks ago. We talked about Holly and Harvey, who #United had invented / bought as the world's first AI footballers.
AI footballers, and they were signed to hashtag, and they're like missing body syndrome, die, right?
Oh, wankers. Yeah, just fucking die, and literally, I hope that you collapse and no one ever buys a hashtag top ever again. So they are saying that they've not just quietly killed it; they've sold it to someone as like an NFT.
Actually, yeah. So the caption is, last month we became the first football club in history to sign and contract AI players. This was part of our mission. This is what I hate. I hate how they've gone about this.
The mission.
This is part of our mission to be one of the most talked about, relevant, and innovative brands in football. As a fuck off. You did an AI shitty footballer. Two of them. Did about 6 posts, really paid an AI agency, hundreds of thousands. Today we can announce another world first as we become the first player in history to successfully sell AI players. And that's 2 world records secured. Mission accomplished. Tick.
The one shining light of all this is how much hatred. It's not even hatred as in, oh my god, it's gone viral due to the hatred. It's rage baited everyone. We're the only fucking podcast that's talking about this. We get 100 odd views, dickheads. That's what you've bought for your 100k to an AI agency. Us, Cole and Stumpy, being moderately angry. But it's like, it's just an indifference. People are just tired of seeing this shit, aren't they?
It's just, I'm scrolling through the comments. Spencer, the guy who owns it, I don't think people believe we actually sold them laughing emoji. Want to see the bank statement? Fuck off! Why did you do it in the first place? It's so weird.
Did he say who he sold them to? Because when you sell a footballer, you tend to say who he's gone to.
So that was part of it. They said, can't say who we sold them to. It's like, probably back to the AI agency.
To be fair, I remember when Man U did that of Wayne Rooney.
Yeah?
They said, we're delighted to say Wayne Rooney has been sold. And we go, wow, who to? Can't tell you that.
Like, oh.
Touch nose.
Mum's the word.
You'll never know.
Well, no, fucking mum's not the word. Okay, here we go.
I think grandma's the word for Wayne Rooney.
No, very good. Unfortunately, legally, I can't say more. The rules are set by the buyers, and if they weren't, we wouldn't have received the funds. It's 100% been sold back to the AI agency for £1. Completely embarrassing.
Because you used to love AI and you invested £2.3 million into an NFT. Since then, you've got a little bit softer on it. You're not quite as into it.
Yeah, I've got a little bit softer. I feel like the biggest part of it is when my AI monkey, my NFT.
Looks like this.
What's it called again? The fucking
Bored ape.
Something ape. Bored ape. Yeah. When my bored ape, when that got liquidated.
What a horrible thing, by the way. Boredom.
A bored ape. Yeah. So mine had a cigarette in his mouth, and it had a gunshot wound through his temple. And he had a creeper Minecraft hat on, and he had a scar in his left eye, which I was led to believe is quite rare. So I paid $2.3 million for that. My wife left me. Took the kids.
Yeah, that's a shame. That's something.
Yeah.
Free time.
Then I had to burn the NFT for warmth.
Well, give us your best LinkedIn post about that being inspiring rather than sad. So here's the rules. You've spent $2.3 million on a bored ape, and it's got all these features. Your wife and kids have left you, and what was the last thing you said?
I had to burn it for warmth.
Well, you had to burn the NFT?
I had to yes, I printed out the NFT.
Okay.
So I funged it. So I funged the NFT.
You funged? How does one funge that which is not fungible?
How does one funge that which is not fungible? That's the quote that starts off my LinkedIn post, right?
in bold.
So, yeah, it's in bold, it's in quotes. How does one funge that which is not fungible? These words were the first sentence in my divorce papers.
The lawyer saying it. Yep. Everyone's just bored there, acting like bored apes.
Yep. I saw them, and I thought, you'd be a good NFT. You'd be a good NFT. All the while, my wife was crying. The kids had left, and the NFT market was in shambles. Do I regret my decision?
Yes. Surely.
No.
I'm thinking no.
It taught me to be brave.
Yep.
It taught me that scared money doesn't make money.
Let me take some notes. Yep.
And this is what it taught me about B2B sales.
Okay, what
and
did
then
it
the
teach
little
him?
thread emoji, and then I don't continue the thread.
No, I have to know.
That is what it taught me about B2B sales, Cole.
And now I want more.
It taught me that engagement and leaving people wanting more That's what brings them in. That's how we get repeat customers.
Fucking hell. Jesus, I'm going to sign up for your course.
There you
That is
go.
brilliant.
Only £2.3 million in a Bored Ape NFT, and you've got access.
So all I have to spend is the same as you spent on the NFT, and I can join in your course.
I'd ignore that bit if I were you. I think I'd just go ahead with it.
Yeah.
I'd get the bank transfer going.
Okay, let me send that to you now. Cool. Okay. That sounds pretty good then when you put it like that. But maybe that is what fucking Spencer from Hashtag is going to be doing in
Stupid.
a week's time and making inspiring LinkedIn posts.
I have got another insane story.
Okay.
I see weird things on Twitter. Firstly, has your Twitter become mental?
Always fairly mental. Like, there's a lot of insane right-wing creeps out there. The best thing I've seen on Twitter recently is that Funko
The algo
Pops...
loves them.
The best thing I've seen on Twitter recently is that Funko Pops are going out of business.
Yes!
There's one good Funko Pop. I'm going to show you the one good Funko Pop, because I've actually got one. I've got
disagree.
one. Right? And it's this one.
Everyone in the comments say it's shit.
Because this one
Little rat.
is a mill.
See, that at least is a thing. I love the fact you kept it boxed as well. Is that so you can resell it?
No, it's so that I know it's called a mill, because otherwise I'll forget and I'll end up chucking it away.
You chuck the rat.
Yeah, this was a gift from the very same butternut Josh who paid us £5 to talk about burgers.
Oh.
Yeah, so he got me
Cute.
this for a Secret Santa.
Sorry,
but I
good.
like this is the one good one.
That's the one good one. So I moved relatively recently at the start of this year. I binned every Funko Pop that I had been given as a present.
How many did you have?
Honestly, they're currently sitting in a landfill somewhere, rotting.
Even the Cool Coal one that I got you.
The custom Cool Coal one.
Not custom. I mean, there were quite a lot of them. They were reduced in the bargain bin when I went into Forbidden Planet.
It's insane that you got in with Funko.
Yeah, I'm in there. Non-funkable token.
Non-Funko Pop tote. Oh my god. Yeah, so they're out of business. That's just great news all round. I hate Funko Pops. They've always been shit tier trash, awful, disgusting little
Bad
things.
name, annoying name as well. I don't like saying Funko Pop.
Funko Pop.
It's trying too hard to be sort of fun. Forced fun is the
Co-pop.
worst sort of fun.
That's fair. So my weird thing that I saw on the news, Tom Brady cloned his dog.
Yeah, I saw that. His living dog is a clone of his dead dog. So he's just got the same one.
That's really weird, right?
I don't really see the point because dogs are... They go, oh my god, this dog was so amazing. It liked crisps.
It was so perfect, whatever.
And it was so loyal. But it's like, you got a Labrador. It's going to like food.
It's going to be really good.
It's going to have
gonna
big
fetch
brown
stuff.
eyes. It'll fetch stuff.
It's going to be very food driven. You have a Labrador. My family have had Labradors, and they've
Fairly
had
samey.
slightly different temperaments. They're all very similar. At the end of the day,
Thanks to generations of selective breeding. You know, it's not an
exactly.
accident.
I found it so strange. He was like, yeah, we just got him cloned. It's like, what do you mean? That's mental, right? That's rich person just doing things.
Well, no, I didn't realise no matter how rich you were, one could clone something. I thought that Dolly the sheep was pretty much it. I didn't realise we still had clones in the world.
Now we're cloning stuff all over the shop.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're cloning about.
Well, like rats and stuff.
Yeah. Just things. Because then as soon as then you can like...
Just clone a thing. See a thing, clone a thing.
Stuff. Doc, what we're cloning today? Stuff.
Bored apes?
What can you find? No. No, you will not clone my non-fungible bored ape. Then he shows a LinkedIn post saying, sir, he funged it.
No!
Sir, he funged the ape.
How did he funge? That was non-fungible.
It was non-fungible. By design, it was none to be funged. I find that so peculiar that he just got it cloned. Because I think there's
Did he say
sites out
why?
there that are like cloning livers or like cloning hearts or whatever.
Oh, that's good.
Which is cool. That's good. That's a good thing. Because it's like, oh, this person needs a new heart. We'll take a bit of their shit heart, but then get rid of all the shit bits, make a new heart, whack it back in there.
When you put it like that, it sounds really simple. I wonder why they faff about so much, wasting so much time.
faff.
Being like,
Lot of
oh,
faff.
yeah, this technology exists, but we can't put it in you for 10 years. Sorry about your dodgy ticker. You're out of here,
Well,
baby.
The heart is unable to be funged. It's the one organ.
No!
It can't. It's the one.
Can't you funge my liver twice?
4 livers.
I don't need a heart.
Just stuff them in there. Cut a hole. Shove another one in there. My body will make do.
How many livers do you need to not need a heart?
Ooh, well, they do very different jobs.
Yeah, but-
So
Figure it out, won't they?
livers aren't the Labrador of the organ world. Like, you can't just have all the different livers because they just do the same job as every Labrador does. And his dog is a Labrador.
Is it actually a Labrador? So we're saying that Labradors are all fairly
I think.
similar, and I think they all are. They're all nice. They're all very friendly.
No,
What
it's
is
not
it?
a
What's his
Labrador.
dog?
No. It's a pit bull mix.
Oh. That's a big dog.
I'm going to say there's probably about 400,000 of them in the world. There's probably a lot of them.
The thing is, if you swapped the puppy that he had cloned for, let's say, $2 million, right? Let's say they went, yep, $2 million, and you can clone Barry the pit bull. And he goes, yeah, okay, let's do it.
But Tom Brady has a pit bull called Barry.
I smell a sitcom. A cloned
I think
pit
I
bull.
also called him. I think I called him Tim Brady, which is not his name.
So, if you swapped the puppy, would he even notice?
I don't think so, because I think that you could also swap people's babies. Like, I think within the first week, you could swap someone's baby. As long as their ethnicity matches, I think it's going to be fine. You're just going to have a different baby,
And
but
probably
then it's going to
gender.
become the same thing. Yeah, that's true, actually.
They might notice the
Yeah.
little knob that sprouted.
My daughter's got a knob. And the doctor goes,
Oh, careful, says the dog.
careful.
Can't say that anymore.
The woke police walk in. Yes, apparently, so Tom Brady's dog got its blood drawn before it died, and then just they 3D printed a new dog for him.
3D printed. It's pointless because they didn't 3D print the consciousness. Do you know what I mean? It's not the same living thing. It's not like, whoa, where am I? Oh, my puppy again. Sweet. I forgot all my training. It's just a different thing. It's a different thing entirely.
I wonder how similar its temperament is. That's what I'd be very intrigued. Is the temperament essentially the exact same? Because if it's a pit bull mix, it's going to be not quite as like locked in as a lab or as locked in as a husky or whatever. So I'd be intrigued about the temperament. But then also, I feel like I'd look at this dog and think, I wish I had my other one. I wish I had the one that's now dead because I loved that one and I don't love this one yet.
You say that, but then if I could restart with Jasper, there's plenty of mistakes I've made. I'm sure for you with Enzo, plenty of mistakes I now know with training or things that he's ended up being shit with that we never trained him with, that it's now harder to train him about, that I think we could improve those, you know? So I'm thinking that if I could, you know, if God forbid one day in 40, 50 years Jasper were to pass away, theoretically, and
Okay.
then we got, I know he probably won't.
Sooner.
No, I know.
Yeah, go
Sooner
on.
he'll live forever. I know. I'm thinking like next time around when we get his little clone, I'll be like, right, first thing to train him, eat poo equals.
Oh, give him the Hassan treatment.
Just for eating poo.
Yeah, that's fair.
Same thing I did to myself. It scared me straight.
Would I clone my dog now and restart? Genuinely, I don't think I would. Out of sheer intrigue, yes, obviously, because that's interesting and weird and cool, right? That's funny. That's a thing. That's a good topic for a podcast.
It would be fantastic.
But-
That would be a podcast. That would be the podcast who's talking about your clone dog called
I
Enzo.
cloned my dog. I don't think I would, because I think when my dog dies in 40, 50 years, I think that
God forbid.
I just want to go again with another dog.
Really?
I just redo.
What, when you're 90, you want to start again with a fucking pug or
Well,
something?
no, when I'm 90, I'm not going to get a dog.
Why?
I want to get a dog when I'm 90.
My grandma is 85, and her dog that she walks every day, she looks after mine as well and Watson as well. He keeps her
How
young.
long has she had that dog?
I want to say 5 years.
So the difference between 80 years old and 90 years old is immense.
Not for my grandma.
Well, it probably will be, unfortunately.
No, she's peaked.
She's got 40 or 50 years left, has she?
The way modern science is going, I hear that they are cloning livers at the moment.
Would you clone your grandma?
As a grandma or as a...
No, you then have to raise your baby grandma. Because bear in mind, you have to change it.
Yeah, that'd be a bit weird. Is it just her? Like, does the scientist come to me, or is it a new service? Do I see it on a poster?
So you see it on a poster, and you see it also on the tube, and it says,
Clone your grandma.
"Granny, you're almost dead?" Question mark, and you're thinking, yeah,
2 decades away.
yeah, and 50 years, and then it says, "Well, clone a granny today."
So it's an advert.
Yeah, it's an advert,
So
but
anyone can
it's got
do
the
it.
NHS logo on it.
Is it free? Do I have to pay for this?
Yes, and then you then get contacted by Gordon Brown. He's not the Prime Minister. Fuck it, Gordon Brown. Yeah, I'll go with him. He's leading it. Yeah. He says, Cole, we want you to be the guinea pig for this, and your grandma has already signed up and said yes. You go and see her. She said, "Yep, I want to be cloned."
Oh, if Granny's up for it, then who am
You
I
have to raise her though.
Do I? I can hire a babysitter.
Yeah, no, sorry, you have to raise her. Yeah.
I think, again, while you've got your shitty Enzo Reborn podcast, my I Raise My Own Grandma from a Babe podcast is dwarfing.
I birthed my own grandma.
Is dwarfing yours in listens. I think I'm top 400 in UK.
That's quite low.
I think I'm top 50 in Alaska.
Okay, better, but not great.
Top 3,000 in the world.
Okay, interesting podcast market that you're coming up with.
People are really listening to my shit right now. So no, I think I can make a career out of raising my own grandma.
So you would birth your own grandma from an egg?
Why are you saying I'm birthing it? That's different.
Because you're there. You have to be there for the surrogacy.
You realise that if you are there with someone giving birth, you're not birthing them.
I disagree.
Really?
I think it's merely semantics.
Christ, I'd love to hear what women think of that.
I'd say that I birthed my child. I don't have a child. But if I were to birth a child...
I think Anna would look at you like, yeah, is it you that now has to fucking do Kegels for the next 6 months and lives in pain?
I make people rub my tummy.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, yeah.
What do you think? What do you think of "we're pregnant" as a phrase that men say?
No, we're pregnant's nice. I like we're. Oh, you clearly
naff.
hate it. Why do you hate we're pregnant?
It's naff. Because it implies that the man is doing any of the work. The man's done their work.
They are.
In the group
the man
project.
should continue doing the work while she's pregnant.
No, but not the actual pregnancy giving work. They're doing different work in the same way we're always doing different work.
Whoa, in your world, maybe. I think women can do men's work.
I think so too. What I'm saying is that in any relationship, different people do different things. And it just so happens that in this one, say Linnea was pregnant, I think it's fair to say she'd be doing the pregnanting.
But you are also contributing to the pregnanting.
Don't get me wrong, she's a fucking burden, but I'm not giving birth.
So you wouldn't say, if your mate said, we're pregnant, would you be like, actually, she is, and you're just helping?
I'd think it. Obviously, I wouldn't say it.
Would you actually think it? What about we're getting married?
Yes, because both of you are getting married. Yeah. What about we're high-fiving? Yes, you're both high-fiving.
No, you're high-fiving and I'm helping.
You're receiving, I'm giving the high five.
Yeah, exactly. I get your point that the birthing process couldn't happen without a woman there. However...
That's very unwoke of you, Stumpy.
Very unwoke of me.
We're touching on some scary territory here for you.
We are. But I would also argue that you need to, that both are included in the pregnancy as part of a typical heterosexual relationship.
If you and I did a group project and you did all the work, you did all the writing, all the theorizing, you did you were up at 1 a.m. slaving away.
Plugged it into ChatGPT.
You just have crafted this beautiful thing. And I go, give me a second, let me just word art the front page. Chuck it to you. We've made a group project.
So you think
like Cole and Stumpy,
that a father's role when his wife/partner is pregnant is to just do the cosmetic bits and not help out with the actual creation?
I'm saying that when it actually comes to the nuts and bolts of biology, of pregnancy, of not we're having a baby.
Tiptoeing.
No, I'm not saying, because if they would say, we're having a baby, I get that. That's the two halves coming together. But the pregnancy, and this is me supporting my girls, this is me supporting the women.
Wave the girl flag.
This is my modern feminism speaking.
Yeah.
It's them that are doing all the work of lugging around the big fat fucking husky leech that's growing inside of them.
I'm gonna wave my man flag. Is there a man flag?
Yeah, it's called Meninism. I've told you multiple times you should come join us. I'm on the subreddit. I'm actually a moderator, so I'll get you in. There's some really, it sounds sexist, but there's some really intriguing thoughts really about how actually it's women that are at fault for a lot of the problems that men end up doing.
Well, I'll wave a flag to that. That sounds great to me. I think that
wave your
saying
tiki torch.
We're pregnant. I'll get my tiki torch out. Lean over, burn your flag. Yeah, I think that saying we're pregnant is absolutely fine. I think it's nice. I think it's good. However...
Ooh, what have you got?
However, if myself and Anna were to get pregnant and
that'd be impossible.
Said...
Only one of you can, I'm sorry to say, but carry on.
She said, we are not saying we're pregnant. I'm not fighting that battle. I'm not.
I'd love to see you.
I am not fighting that battle. I was like, okay. All right, sounds good.
If you and Anna fighting that battle is a special on the I cloned my own dog called Enzo and now I'm raising it podcast, that's the only episode I tune into.
We'll be the guests on the I birthed my grandma podcast.
Yeah, I'll get you both on just to have it out. Make the audience.
I gave birth to Granny.
The audience can shout Jerry, Jerry as you're fighting.
God, yeah, I think that saying we're pregnant is fine. And in fact, I think it's nice.
Fair enough.
Okay, so far as say I think it's nice.
I've got a question for you, Stumpy.
Okay.
So I've been playing a lot of football recently, and I've been doing 11 aside, and for that you got to travel, sort of like half an hour or so.
Mm-hmm.
And when I went to the one I went most recently played at, I went through a village. I can't remember what it was called. It was called like Totten on the Hole or some stupid
That's
like.
a cute name.
Do you know what I mean? One of the very, very
You
quaint.
look at it on the map and you think, fuck, who the fuck came up with that 900 years ago?
Well, let me tell you something. Totten on the Hole proudly proclaimed on its sign that it was the village of the year 2002.
Move on.
Exactly, 2002.
Move on.
2002 is the year 8 Mile came out.
That's when Eminem was his biggest.
Do you know that in 2002, America, the invention of America was closer, 2002 was closer to the invention of America than it is to now. That's how long ago it was.
I don't know enough about America to say if that's true or not, so
true.
I implicitly believe you.
I'm the man on the internet and I'm saying it's true. But you know, it did make me think like
let go.
There's got to be a statute of limitations of things that you're proud of and can not boast about, but just sort of tell people about. And they go, oh wow, that's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if you look in your top left, you will see a UK esports streamers of the year 2020.
Hidden by a plant pot.
Because we can't really brag about that anymore. It's
Not going to
5
brag
years
about
ago.
that too much. Kind of cool. It's a cool thing. I've got a YouTube plaque as well that's above C3PO up there. And that was a little while ago. Yeah, I feel like in the last... It depends on the thing. I think it depends on the thing. If I went to space, I wouldn't shut the fuck up about it.
Even
I could have
in
gone
20
to space when I was 10 years old, and I would still be like, I went to space. That's a cool icebreaker.
That's less of a... I think it's of the year implies that there's one each year. So your one was 20 ago, whereas your going to space wasn't 20 going to spaces ago. It's just a permanent thing that has happened now.
Okay, that's fair enough. That's a good distinction.
You know, it's like saying, like,
I
oh
believe
yeah,
you.
I've been to
agree.
Canada in a conversation. They go, oh, well, yeah, when? What, 5 years ago? Pff, loads of people have been to Canada since then.
Yeah, but I wasn't them, and I was him when I went. I wasn't him when they went.
So that's a bit different. Do you have something in your history that at the time you were like, wow, I've done X, Y, Z. I've got one more you think that I can say.
Yeah, go on. Okay, give me some inspo.
I once I want to say year 3, got 59 out of 60 in a spelling test, and the teacher said, and Emil has got 59 out of 60.
You failed, did you?
Highest in the class by.
Because you got one wrong.
I can't remember which one I got wrong. I wish I'd remembered which one I got wrong. But I will always remember that 59 out of 60. But if I was on a first date and I said, I know this is going badly. I know I spilt wine on you, and I did weirdly say that we're pregnant, even though we've just met. None of it made any sense.
We've just met, and also I'm the woman.
And I've asked to clone you and raise you as my grandma. It's a bit odd.
Yeah.
But once in year 3, I think it was year 3, I got 59 out of 60 on a spelling test. Right, I'm banking that one. Let's get to know future reference. For audio listeners, Stumpy was... Do you know what? You could probably fucking guess.
Yeah. Weirdly, my one was also a spelling bee one. Well, like a spelling thing.
If you tell me you got 60 out of 60, you can fuck off.
So, we used to do spelling things like as a class, like once a week or so, once every 2 weeks in like primary schools when I was like, I don't know, 9 or something like that. And I remember I got, and you're going to think I'm fucking with you here, I got 100% for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks, right? I was nailing it. And I think we did like 120 words or something like that each time. So I was like fucking nailing it. I was very, very good at spelling. Still am very good at spelling. And I remember one week, this is something that I'm not really proud of, but one week we were marking our own ones.
Okay.
And It came down to the word friends.
Were you guessing it's an EI or IE? Could you not remember?
I looked at my writing
you didn't have
and
any.
thought...
You got a bit confused.
I thought, that's wrong. I saw it and thought, that's wrong. And so I looked around me.
You ironically copied your friends.
I know. I looked around me. I didn't even look at their spelling. I just immediately knew this is wrong. And so I just scribbled it out. And I then put the correct spelling next to it as the teacher was saying how to spell friends. And then I ticked it. And then I moved on and I didn't tell anyone. And I continued with my 100% streak.
And
at some point it would have ended or we stopped doing spelling or whatever. But there was that 1 week that I 100% cheated.
And there was me thinking that cheaters never prospered. And look what it has turned you into. The UK's most influential speller.
Very true. UK Esports Streamer of the Year
Speller
2020.
of the year.
yeah, that's what I heard. But yeah, we both got spelling stories.
That's sad.
That's interesting.
That's all we've got as well.
I can't think of anything else I've really achieved.
I was in Gifted and Talented for Sports in year 11.
Same, but not for sports.
What were you for?
I think it was just in general. It was like English and maths, just
smart
normal things. Yeah. And then I went to it was in between my primary school and my secondary school. So it was in like after year 6, going into year 7, maybe? Or year 5 going to year 6? I can't remember. Oh, yeah. Year 6 going to year 7. So for any American listeners, it's when you're going between like kind of one school to the other. It's called primary school. And then you then end at year 6 where you're like 10 or 11. And then you then go to secondary school, or some people call it high school. Where I live now, it's called high school.
High school.
Which I don't like.
We had village college. That was my.
Ooh.
I know that was really weird. I don't know why there are village colleges, but it was still secondary school. But they were all called village colleges. Very odd.
No, so it's a primary school and a secondary school.
Yep.
The secondary school is then from like 11 to 16. And then you then move on to do college or A-levels or fucking work as a plumber.
Lucky you, so.
And so, I was going from my primary school to secondary school. And this was the year where I was like doing all the bits and bobs, like being all like nice and clever and stuff at school. All of a sudden, press surrounded the school.
What?
Right? Interesting. So, I'm like 10 years old. The teachers came in and specifically said, there's a lot of press outside. When you go home, walk straight past them. Don't talk to anyone.
Yeah,
just
right.
go home.
Yeah, right.
Right? So we were all then like, what the fuck? This is also before phones are really a thing. So like people weren't just Googling. Like somebody might have had like an iPod.
He means mobile phones. He's not quite that old.
Great point.
This wasn't in 1906.
You didn't just have like a phone in your pocket that you could Google stuff on. Like Google was a thing just about.
It would have. I think 97 was Google.
Oh, okay, I've been for ages then. But like, it wasn't really a ubiquitous thing. People still asked Jeevesing about, and they weren't on computers. So we didn't know. I then went home and like fucking Alta Vista'd it or whatever. Turns out that a bloke on my from my sixth form at the school I was going to, he ended up drowning in Ecuador on a school trip that week, and the press were outside the school asking people. Like, oh, what's going on? Did you know him? Blah, blah, blah. Asking teachers. Teachers having to say, no, we didn't know him, whatever.
Oh.
So
a fellow student of yours?
He was in sixth form when I was, like, going into the school. But, like, one that went to my school.
All right.
So he slipped and fell on some rocks and then drowned in, like, a river in Ecuador.
Oh.
Do you know what my school did to commemorate him?
Oh, okay.
And I shit you not what they did.
They bought some Ecuadorian rocks and put them near a little pond as a little sort of ornament to him.
I would argue more distasteful.
Okay. Well, I'm reluctant to make jokes. Lest this boy's parents are listening.
They built a climbing wall. My school had a kid slip on some rocks and die, and so then they built a climbing wall.
To teach the next generation not to make the same fucking mistake.
I don't know! I don't know why they thought that was a good idea.
It's not a great idea, is it?
Isn't that weird?
It is very weird. It is very weird.
It was
sad.
like two like towers that had like, you know, the full like belay system, whatever.
Never forget.
Fucking sick.
Never forget.
And then next to them, if it was too wet or whatever, they then put on all like the handholds just on the wall outside the like school gym.
It's like a proper climbing wall. So I was thinking like a climbing frame, but you mean an actual one
like
with
an
little
actual
knuckles that stick out?
Yeah. The actual like grips and whatever.
That's odd.
Really
I presume
odd.
they consulted his parents to ask him if they liked the idea
Maybe.
of having a permanent
I
reminder
don't know.
of the way their
They
child
just-
died all those years, the way their child wasted his life all those years ago.
I can't think. I remember the kid was called Aaron. I can't remember his last name. I'm sure someone can Google it. But yeah, my school decided to just build a climbing wall in honor of a kid who slipped and died on some rocks.
Poor old Aaron. Rest in peace, Aaron. And yeah, that's
Really
Did you
odd.
speak to the press?
No, God no. I just
No?
walked past him.
Well, when
No.
you walked by, they didn't go, wait a minute. Is that the guy that's getting 100% in all of his spelling tests?
Wait, go on, spell friends for us.
You look around. Oh, God.
Shit.
Turns out you're a fraud.
I go to Google it. I've not got a phone.
Ah! You never know what Google is, even though you're trying to Google it. Ah!
Fuck. But yeah, very, very odd. There you go. It's a weird little snippet of my life.
That is, mate. You've had a colourful, checkered life, haven't you? You should stop pushing
have.
people in ponds.
I
cloning
didn't
grannies.
push it. I wasn't in Ecuador in 2006.
Can we confirm? Let's get the police to check that one.
The Rosses are on me. But yeah, I don't think I've got anything else to be proud of, unfortunately. I've got nothing else for your story.
Well,
which is a shame.
we can make that, though, the officially unofficially question of the week. What is something that you, listening or watching this right now, were really proud of when you were 30? Maybe you were the first in your class to get a diving certificate or the first to get the swimming certificate or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
What is something that was massive and now it's like just weird?
If you brought it up, it'd be like, okay, fine.
Nice one. You know,
Yeah.
what is your Totten in the Hole 2002 Village of the Year award for something that you did and were proud of?
God, yeah, that's a good question. I like it. Okay. I'm intrigued.
I've got a return for, by overwhelming public demand.
Okay.
It's Cool Cole's one-liner of the week.
We can't get through the letters quick enough for all the people that have wanted you to have another one-liner. So I'm happy that you brought it back.
There you go. Are you ready?
Okay. Well, no, you need the jingle.
Oh, you need to do the jingle because it's my one-liner of the week.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Okay, in that case, can I have my fucking jingle, please?
Cool Cole's got a one-liner. Yeah, he's gonna talk about something. It's gonna be funny. Please laugh.
Please laugh. Okay, you
There you
ready? I
Is
even
it written down? Where's it
I'm
written? Go. Where's it? It's on the phone.
just going to scroll through to find it. Okay.
Scroll through. How many have you got on there?
Just like, notes and thoughts and things like that.
Oh yeah, how many? Hang on. Sorry, before we get into it, how many notes do you have in this notepad doc?
I delete them as they go through. A lot of them never get used, but there's probably like...
Are they one-liners?
No, they're just thoughts and things that I notice, and then when we mention them on the podcast, I'll delete them,
I would. Can you after you've done your one-liner? Can you just do a fat scroll up and just see what's going on?
No, you'll have to get... I'm going to leave you wondering.
please.
No, don't let me
No,
do
go
that.
on.
Don't let me
What?
do that. Because
I'd love to know.
All right, fine. Well, let me just find... I actually
Just
had
one
it.
scroll. I
Okay.
ask you for one scroll.
All right.
After your one-liner, I'll let you
Okay.
be proud first.
Okay. All right. You ready for
Okay.
the Cole's one-liner of the week?
Okay, yeah, go on.
Did you hear the one about the Nazi appetizer? It was just following hors d'oeuvres.
Oh, that is good. I like that one.
Do you like it?
Yeah, that is quite fun.
There you go.
Very pertinent.
Because Nazis are still a thing.
Nazis are back. Yeah.
All right, you ready for a quick scroll? You have the world's
I enjoyed
quickest
that
scroll.
one. That was fun. Okay,
ready?
Go on, yeah,
Ready?
yeah.
Let me go
Big
to the top.
scroll.
I'll
Big
go to the top,
scroll.
I'll go to the bottom, okay?
Yeah, I see the
Ready?
scrolling.
Bosh. There you go. That's what you
Okay,
get.
all right. Give me one from like the first third.
The first third, okay.
The first third. Like get to the top, then it's like on the lower part of that screen.
Yeah, okay. Watching other people's films on planes. Have you ever done that? You ever done that?
We need to bring this back every week. Okay. I love that you wrote that clearly on the plane.
Yeah, because I did it, and I was like, "That's the thing that I'm doing. That's the thing." Obviously, I was going to bring it up as, "Hey, you ever, as hey, you ever."
I love that you wrote that on a plane and thought that's a conversation.
It is a conversation topic because it's something that I do. I guess it's my equivalent of people watching. When you're on a plane, there's all these fucking screens, and there's all these like pieces of media from around the world. I ended up watching from directly behind, but to the left.
Oh, fucking hell.
I ended up watching like some Indian cinema. I presume the person sitting there was Indian,
bit of Bollywood?
Pakistani. No, it wasn't Bollywood like dancing and stuff. It was like Indian serious drama. And
Oh my God.
it was like the most fucking depressing thing I've ever seen in my life.
Did it have subtitles on?
Yeah, it had English
Okay.
subtitles. So I was able to watch it, basically, with no sound, obviously, because
yeah.
they had the sound on. And
You
it
didn't
was...
lean through with your headphone jack.
Hello.
I'm sorry. Unplug theirs, put it into a splitter, then put it back in.
And they go, oh, sorry, do you have an English dub? I don't actually speak English.
Sorry, write some subtitles on this, please.
But yeah, no, it was just this girl, and she was like, I don't know, 14 or something, and her dad was dying, and dad was like an angry dying dad.
Oh, there's a show.
It was a film. It was a long old film, right? And he was like, think of like a depressing film from the 60s with no joy to it at all.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? At all.
It's okay. All right.
This film was like that, and like her dad died, and then she was trying to get married to some guy, and the guy was abusive, and the mum was like, no, you have to marry him. And it was just it was just like a peek into a different culture.
Was there just no like payoff? There was no happy bit.
I didn't get to see it to the end, sadly, because we landed. We got back to Heathrow.
Oh,
And I never found out what it was called. But it's like I like just glancing around and seeing what people are watching. Like, have I seen that? Is it Hollywood? Is it big budget? Is it obscure? And just knowing that all these different people are watching all these different things.
I'll have I as much as I laughed, yes, I'll have a little look. I'll have a little glance.
Yeah.
One thing that I do like, and this is it's peculiar. I'll admit it's peculiar. Is I like to find the film that someone very clearly in my eye line is watching. Say I'm in the aisle, it'll be the person in front and to the left of me. So like someone that's super obvious to me.
Understand?
I will then try, and there's a little game, figure out the film they're watching, and then try to sync it up to the frame
That's sweet.
with them. So then say they're like an hour and 10 minutes in. I have to figure out that they're an hour and 10 minutes in because I've never seen this film before. So I'm like, does this look like it's at the start? Are they establishing characters? Are we now at like a redemption point? Are we in the final third? So I have to then scroll through. If they pause, it ruins the game for me. Because then the bar comes up at the bottom and then says like where they are in it.
If you're ever behind me to the right, I'm going to be hitting pause every 2 minutes.
Oh no,
fuck you.
my game. Oh yeah, and then I'll like try and sync it up, and then get to where it is. My 3, 2, 1, hit, and then I'll wait for the scene to change so you can see it see if they change at the exact same time
To see how
or
close
if
you
see
can
one
get.
go bam bam.
Yep.
And I'm like, I need to pause mine,
And you'll try again.
Yeah.
How close have you got? Have you ever got one dead on? Like weirdly
Yeah,
dead
I've
on?
synced it up. Yeah, I've synced it
So
up.
what, you sync it up and then you watch it? Or you sync it up and then be like, well, that's done now?
That's that game done. Yeah, then I'll just sort of move on.
That's the game done.
That's the game, yeah. If it's a good film, I've missed a lot of it. Normally it's the problem. And I'm not listening to any words.
How did the Hulk turn green? I'll never know. It's just him hulking about.
Honestly, yeah.
That's fun,
I
though.
feel like, to me, that's a fun thing to do. But I do also get annoyed if there's somebody who is like, or the screens where if you look at it from a certain angle, it just goes completely black.
Yep.
Ruins the game.
That's true.
Game's gone.
But surely there's still someone that you can sync up with.
Not always, because also I never use those little TVs really, apart from for the game.
I have very rarely. I saw the Robert Pattinson Batman. And that was,
that's good. Horrible viewing experience on a plane.
it wasn't great, and the sound is bad. I've got a
Very
hack, though.
dark.
I've got a hack. If you got noise reducing headphones, but you forget to bring the 3.5mm jack, so you can plug your good headphones into the screen, you then have to theoretically use their ones, right? They give you the really shit plastic ones, and you hear the buzz of the plane. What you can do is take your headphones off, plug in their 3.5mm headphones, put those in your ears, and then put your noise reducing headphones over the top. It's not quite as perfect and seamless, but you do still get noise reducing properties and the nice muffled cup of the noise reducing headphones on your ears.
I do just think that watching a film on a plane, that's a film that theoretically is very good or very atmospheric or whatever.
A proper one.
I've got zero interest. I'd truly just rather listen to the same album on repeat on a plane.
I sort of wish they'd do it still the way they used to in like the 60s, where they'd sort of wheel out a big telly and go, all right, your flight entertainment will be the Golden Girls starting now. And everyone on the plane watches the same thing.
Honestly, that feels so much better to me.
It does feel better, like a cinema experience.
I do that because then the whole plane is listening to it. Because also at that point, you need to... Back in the day, you wouldn't have had headphones, so it's fine. But nowadays, I'd still like to be able to opt out.
True.
The amount of things... I'll download stuff on my tablet. I'll always have my tablet on me. I'll always watch that instead because it's just all my stuff. And then I'll start watching. I'm like, I just want to listen to music instead. and I'll then just go back to music, and then just don't do anything for 8 hours. I'll then just sort of sit there for like 8 hours just looking around.
Could you raw dog it?
No, I can't deal with the
How
thoughts.
long could you raw dog a plane for? If you got paid $10,000 an hour.
Oh, yeah, I could do it for a long time.
If you got paid $500 an hour to raw dog a flight.
I could do it approximately 20 times less.
So you reckon you could do it for about an hour?
Maybe, yeah, I'd give it an hour. I'd be like 500 quid, bosh, done. That gets me a nice return flight.
Basically, yeah. So you'd imagine something tangible, earn the tangible token, the very tangible token.
Now you're speaking my language. Yeah, I think that, like, bear in mind that when we flew to Saudi recently, or this year, I ended up forgetting my headphones in the car. And I realised when I'd already gone through security and everything, I had food, I was then walking to my gate, went to get my headphones out of my backpack, they weren't in there. Instead of just going to Saudi and then just coming back in without any headphones, I went and spent £300 on a new pair of headphones so I wouldn't have to deal with the horrors of my own mind.
But you got... I would not want to deal with those horrors either. But you did get to reuse those, right? Like, you didn't just get home and pop them in the bin.
Here they are.
They're the ones that you bought.
They're just on the floor.
They just sit there. Can we do a giveaway of your pointless headphones?
No, 'cause I'll give them to my fiance, but she sort of uses them as well.
Except she doesn't use them. She doesn't fucking want them.
Well, she does, because she asked for them.
100 YouTube subs. If we hit 100 YouTube subs, if we hit 100 YouTube subs by next episode, some people give away those headphones. Asterisk. For audio listeners.
That's a big asterisk.
But get us to 100 anyway.
Yeah, I think I'm safe, but I'm still going to say no. That's the horrible part of this.
That's fun.
But yeah, I don't know. I couldn't raw dog a flight. It's not for me. My brain would not let me even just sit there. I think I'd also compulsively check the time. I'd be thinking like, oh, it's been, I reckon it's been about 8 minutes. I'd look, minute and a half.
It's the way that time disappears is one of the worst things. I've played that game at the gym where if I'm sort of pushing, you push like hard for like the last 20 seconds or whatever, like the sprint finish, or if you're on the bike, the real, like, you jack it up and you're, and you sort of each step is a push forwards. I'll try and do like, right, I'll do this one for the last 20 seconds, but I won't look. And if I look before it, to get to the minute, and if I look before it gets to the minute, I've then got to do it again. And if I look when it's over,
my God.
if I look when it's over, I've done it. So I want to get as close to the minute as possible without going under. So I've done that, and then oh shit, I looked 3 seconds too soon. Now I've got to do it again.
Oh God, that's horrible.
It's quite effective. It's fun. It's quite satisfying.
And also, you'll then get to say 15 seconds longer and be like, oh, I did it for 15 seconds more than I was like meant to.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Progress.
Have you ever nailed it? Have you ever gone like frame synced it?
Not frame sync. No, not as close as your little screen game.
The TV game.
Which, now I think about it, I truly believe that you are the only person who's ever played that game. That's so individual. I can't think that, it's a big world. When people go, only I can blah, blah, blah. One of my pet peeves is that phrase. People
only
go like,
you.
oh, only I could come here and forget my wallet. Oh, what am I? And it's like, no, it's not only you. Lots of people forget their fucking wallet. That's okay.
All right, Ricky.
That's a thing that happens. What? No. What? That's not Ricky.
That was Ricky.
To say lots of people forget their fucking wallet.
Yeah.
You've Rickified it. You've given me the Ricky pills.
No, that's
there.
Ricky because you've painted this person as a chewing gum chewing Christian.
I think that people who say only I could forget my wallet are chewing gum chewing Christians. But I do believe that only you would play a game where you have to sync, because it's the perfect blend of creativity and autism.
That's me. That's me. I love that. I think other people have. I don't think that's unique. I don't think anybody has had.
Did someone teach you, or did you come up with it yourself? For you, I mean.
As far as I know, I just thought this seems like a way to pass 20 minutes.
I guess it does take up a big chunk of time.
If anybody else has done that, please let me know. Like reply to, maybe this is a tweet. I don't know right now. Maybe it's a socials post. Maybe it's just going to be in the Spotify comments or YouTube or whatever. Let us know. I don't think I'm unique in that.
Fun. Okay, yeah. I hope there's some out, and you guys could make like a community if you wanted. Like a forum.
I don't think I like that wording.
You don't want to be in a community with your
with
your fellow sink heads.
Yeah, not with them sink pill pause maxers.
Get your paws off me.
No, I don't want to.
That could be the t-shirt.
Well,
What's your t-shirt? I like it.
do you like it? It says, "My mum is my best friend."
Oh, that's fun. And then, I love my mummy very much. She is so nice and good. I'm going to give her a kiss. Aww.
It's good, isn't it?
Does your mum listen to this?
No.
Oh.
That's
a shame.
Good t-shirt though, isn't it?
It is a
For
good
any
t-shirt.
audio listeners, it's a really cool skeleton riding a Harley, and he's got a sword. And then there's like big text that says, "My mum is my best friend," and then the other text is smaller underneath it. But he's a really cool skeleton.
I almost did the worst thing in the world, though. I almost went, no, it's a skull. As in, corrected you wrong. Because I was looking at his skull. So in my mind, it was just a skull.
But he's wearing a jacket.
No, but you're very clearly right. It is definitely a skeleton as a whole. But because I was staring at his skull, I almost went, it's actually just a skull.
I don't know. I think you could be correct because actually, in hindsight, look at his fingers.
You reckon they're just white gloves?
You see his... Oh, there might be gloves.
So he's just wearing skeleton-covered gloves. No, skeleton-coloured, not covered.
I think that's a glove, and I think that he is a skeleton. God, this portion of the podcast horrible for audio listeners.
Yeah, it's
Fuck
great.
all the audio listeners.
Yeah, fuck the audio listeners, man.
Fuck them. Beer's riding a sick Harley.
For audio listeners, Stumpy is currently riding a bike, and there are 400 people in his room, and I am drinking a white wine spritzer.
Come out of a sock.
And come out of a sock, and I'm on the beach. And I'm being massaged by a masseuse. So everyone's having a good time for audio listeners, but you're not.
We'll tell you what, Carl, we'll leave you to your massage. And there's a very handsome man behind you with lots of muscles that clearly wants to give you a hand job.
Hi.
So I'll let you go with him. Thanks, everyone, for listening to episode 8.
8.
8.
8.
We've done this for 2 months straight now, and it has been a joy.
It's good. We've done very well. We've done very well for this, and you guys have done very well as well. Anyone who's listened to all 8, if you listen to all 8 episodes, drop the number 8 in the comments. If you're new here or you've not seen all 8 episodes, drop like a. Let us know in the comments how many episodes you've seen of the 8. I want to see a lot of numbers because comments are starting to come in.
They got a lot of call to action.
Yeah, but that's the fucking point, mate. We can have all sorts of debate. If someone in the YouTube comments, the first one says like, "Hey guys, this is where we can discuss if anyone else has played Stumpy's Plane Game." That one can go in. Someone else can say, guys, over here, we can answer the question of the day of, what was it? What's something that you used to be proud of, but now it's just weird to bring up? That one's a separate comment.
Yeah.
You know, every comment head is the start of a new comment body.
Every comment head. God, well, thanks, everybody, for hanging out. Appreciate you all. 8 episodes, been a lot of fun. We'll see you very, very shortly. Have a fantastic time. Goodbye.